My name is Despina Kitsou. I'm based in Athens, Greece. I am an AI product manager in Nokia, but not the mobile phones. I don't know if you know that, but Nokia does not make those phones anymore. We're actually a hardware and a software infrastructure company that builds for the telecom providers. And I lead a team that creates AI-powered applications towards creating autonomous networks that eventually will sense, think, and act. I have been in the company from 2007. I started as a software engineer. So I have been in many teams. We have started with local teams. I had a fixed phone at the moment in 2007 and a desktop. And we have, since then, made major transformations throughout the years, switching from products, switching in ways of working. We did our agile transformation very early in 2009. So I have seen that the evolution of teams are, there is always growing. And now we have a new transformation coming. And this is about AI. So we went, all of us who started in global companies, started in silos, in small local teams. We are now, our global companies have grown into major integrations and global roles and remote working. And now, not only global teams, but everyone is going to transform and see a new disruption. And that will be, in my perspective, 100% disruptive. Because AI will become a team member. And this is the new evolution. And why? And I'm going to go step back a bit and talk about why do we have this AI boom? Why do we have this growing AI capabilities? Can someone tell me? Because algorithms always existed. Do we know why we have this AI boom? No. So it's about two things. It's about having the data. We never had this immense amount of data. And we never had this computational power to train our models. So now we have this capability. And we can have, for instance, the large language models that generative AI was based, that was trained actually in the vast majority of data that internet has, that can create today outputs from a text, and this output can be images, okay, whatever we are now experiencing. So this is actually now AI coming into the public eye. But AI progressing really rapidly. And we are seeing many, many models coming into the picture. And we also see AI agents, agentic AI coming into the picture, which is actually the reason why from a tool, AI, will become an equal team member. But because it's going to perform end-to-end tasks without our oversight. So what kind of an impact are we going to see in the next years, if not already? So we are seeing that AI will impact, of course, our daily tasks. I don't know if you already be using ChatGPT for your emails, or you're using a kind of summarization of your minutes of the meeting. There's also impact on our product lifecycle, because I guess some of you already use it for ideation, maybe for prioritization, or creating your PRDs. And lastly, of course, is going to be the product's impact while we are creating rapidly AI into our products. So what do we see? Okay, the impact now on our teams. There is going to be a large impact on the way that we are going to work. There is a projection that we are going to have 50% decline on our routine tasks. There's going to be 60% decrease on our decision making. There's going to be 50% decrease on our creation of documents. But of course, there will be an immense increase in our innovation. 150% is the projection. So what else we're going to need? We're definitely going to need upskilling, continuous learning. And I'm not talking about tech skills. I'm talking about also soft skills. And this is really, really important because actually the soft skills of people is going to make this transition smoother. And eventually, what we will see is that there will be new roles, and I think we already have seen them, the AI product managers, but there's going to be also other roles, for instance, very, very important, based on governance of AI or risks, mitigating risks of AI, and of course, other small roles like prompt engineer. Okay, so they're going to be a really emerging role, new roles. But also, there's going to be a big transformation of our roles. For instance, for software engineers, there is a projection that the role of software engineer, we're going to shift from creating code to being the entrepreneur and the monitoring of AI capabilities. So, of course, all this is going to be creating a lot of challenges to us. And the challenges is between creating a balance between leaders and the employees. Leaders will always come and ask us for more. So at today's point of view, there is 90% of our leaders want us to create more and more AI use cases into our products. But on the other side, the employees are telling that what the leaders is asking to create is not feasible or not of value. But on the other hand, of course, the employees, us, okay, are creating a resistance on these chains due to the lack of skills, due to the fear of change, due to also privacy concerns that all of us have in our minds the last years. Now, of course, there will be challenges, but there is also a huge opportunity here to be able to create better ways of working and successful collaborations. So there is an immense opportunity here for new tools. I will talk about a little bit on how new tools and some examples of that later. But there is a huge opportunity here to enhance our collaboration, our communication, and our way of working. There's also a great opportunity on cost savings. This is very, very important because at the end, there is a huge opportunity to reduce spending on resources. And this is actually the biggest opportunity that we have. And finally, the one that I feel it's the most important one for us as product managers is going to help us make better decisions. Because the vast information that we have, the analytics that we have at this moment, with AI is going to bring us better making better decisions, because it's going to synthesize all the data and provide us the best analytics so that we can make better, data-informed decisions. So this is a huge opportunity for us. There was never such kind of an opportunity in the past. Now, of course, there is a lot of tools. These are some of the tools that I'm using not only as a product manager, but in my other endeavors. Those tools, and I'm not going to talk about one by one, are here to help us, create better product teams. Now, I'm going to ask, I'm going to step a little bit back, and I'm going to ask you, I know that you are all aware that we are in the verge of a very, very big change, We are going to move into this AI-driven world. Do you think that we are ready? Do you think that there are challenges? Someone wants to say something? Someone wants to hear that? No? Do you think we have challenges? Yeah. What are the challenges? What do you think is the most challenging thing that we will experience? Yes? Trust. Good. We're not going to trust AI, what outcomes it will bring us. Yes. Something? Sorry? Very rapidly. Very rapidly, yes. This is a huge challenge. So, while we experience all that, and we are moving and transforming so rapidly and so quickly, what should we do, And at the end, this is my answer, And is going back to the people, going back to the human, going back to the qualities that we have as humans. Because at the end, and I will talk about what an experience I have, it's always about the human capabilities that will bring us on top of this AI-driven world. So back in about more than 10 years ago, we had a transformation in my teams. 50% of our people working in that product had to move to other product teams because that product was discontinued. So new teams were created in other products, and at the end of that, I was at that time doing my thesis in my MBA, and it was about job satisfaction. So I actually interviewed the people to understand how the job satisfaction and also how successful those teams were. And the result that came back was that actually the teams that created from leaders that sat down with the people, that heard the people, understood their needs, and not only positioned them into the roles that they were already there, were the most successful ones. So if we want to create successful teams, we need to hear the people. We need to understand the people. And it's true that while AI is able to process data, identify patterns, it will always be empathy, meaning understanding others' experiences. Other emotions will always remain a human capability. And this is why in this AI era means that we should embrace our unique human skills that AI cannot replicate. Because us understanding emotions, building trust, or understanding or fostering genuine connections will always will not be able. AI will not be able to replace us on those capabilities as we can understand. Now, I think that building with empathy, leading with empathy teams is always the best, okay, to hear and understand the people. And there is research which says that if a team is built on empathy, there is 3 times faster on disruptions. And I actually also have an example internally. In 2009, while we did our transformation, there was a team, a Scrum team that was created. I was part of that team. And the connections that we built, the human connections that we built inside this team is still people that I go back and talk to, and the people that I trust for advices. So this team were actually built on empathy, built on understanding each other, built on collaborating together. And it was recognized that the culture that brought, internally in that context, was actually went past the disruption of moving from a waterfall way of working to agile way of working. So as we were split into the other teams in order to bring this culture to the other teams and the collaboration way of working. So until this day, it's actually an example of collaboration. That a team needs to build connections, human connections, in order to be able to collaborate better. And this is not something that the AI can never replicate. So there is a huge now storyline that we need to reverse. It's not about human versus AI. It's about humans understanding that our emotional intelligence, our contextual understanding, our ethical judgment can complement AI. And the ones that will thrive at the end is not the ones that will use AI, but it will be those that can master AI to be able to collaborate with AI to create better outcomes. And on that, I will share with you some strategies that we as teams already been implemented, but I also think that this is a kind of a way forward towards creating new teams. One, I truly believe that there is no one way towards AI, implementing AI. As I always tell also my customers, there's no way of transforming also your network, from 0 to the next day. You need to do it in phases, You need to be able to know what you are creating. And at this point, the projection is the 90% of what we will be creating will fail. So it is better to step back, understand, what we are building, and try to do it in phases. Small teams, small brainstorm teams at the beginning, small from simple to complex ones. And at the end, this is actually something that we have done while we were creating our product teams on working on AI. We even started even before AI was a hype, because predictive analytics that we are working on, the algorithms was all there already. So we have created our brainstorm teams, 1, 2, 3 people, working and brainstorming and creating, the use cases. And now we have the mature, teams that can create. So we cannot go from 0 to 100 in just one day. And of course, that gives also time for people to adapt at the end. We cannot let just one group of people creating the use cases, because we need the use cases to be meaningful for all. So we need some time for everybody to adapt so that we can have meaningful use cases. The other thing that I truly, truly believe is I don't believe in replacement. I don't believe that it will be replaced, okay? I think that only those at the end that will stand still and don't do anything, those will become obsolete, okay? We need to put in our minds that evolution from this date on onwards will be in our skin, okay? We need continuously evolving and continuous learning to be in our journey. So, and this is true, okay, for everyone, okay, for every industry. So we need to understand that our roles will be transforming into becoming entrepreneurs, into becoming supervisors, into becoming, as product manager, strategic decision makers. And this will be our roles. We will leave behind our repetitive tasks and routine tasks and become something more. And of course, okay, let's be real, some manual jobs, manufacturing, for instance, okay, repetitive tasks will be, become obsolete. But there is also a chance there, okay, because there will be people that need to maintain and need to build the automation also in that areas. But of course, there is a need of upskilling. We need to be able to enhance our skills. And I'm not talking about everybody, okay, taking advantage and learn Python or to create AI. And I think Ravi already told that, okay, you don't need to do all that, okay. AI is there, the models are there, you don't need that. Everybody just will need to have a certain tech literacy, okay, we're talking about literacy here. And of course, I want to highlight, but this is not the only thing that people will be needing. There is also an opportunity and need for soft skills, okay? Because everybody's talking about AI. Yes, I need to learn AI. I need to learn, okay, to create AI. But in reality, the soft skills are the ones, okay, that will be needed in the future. Agility, analytical thinking, design thinking, this is the skills that we will be needing in the future. Because as we said, we are going to be the ones that will make the decisions, the ones that will be thinking on top of AI. And lastly, and very close to my heart, okay, is about understanding what kind of a way of working are we going to have now, okay? Because, okay, old industrial, okay, thinking of hours work equals to value created is in the past. We cannot, still going on and saying, I'm going to work my 8 hour and that is it. So we need to change this narrative. And it's also on us as employees, okay, to challenge all this. Because I really hate when people are talking about AI making us more productive, okay? Like we don't work enough, and now AI will come and make us more productive. So I really do not believe in this narrative. I think that we should challenge all this and try to create new narratives on the way that we are working. This may mean, okay, that the hours that we save because of AI, to move it towards something else, meaning into building, okay, relationships with our, and connections with our teams, or in strategic thinking, or brainstorming, or innovating. Okay, this is depending on where you are. But this is really one way of doing it. Another way potentially can be on value created, meaning that if I have created the value created that we have, okay, agreed with my leader, I can, okay, rest the rest of the day. So I think this is the time that also this needs to be challenged, and this needs to be, okay, a part of our AI journey. And finally, I want to talk about that, what I believe, that future is not about, okay, technology replacing us as humans, okay? I think AI will enhance us, will enhance our capabilities. And we are going to contribute whatever we can, our human understanding, that's something that technology will never be able to replicate. And that's all for me. Thank you very much. That's me, okay? If you want to connect, I'm really welcome.